as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Back to pass on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Look out, he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Quick release by the QB. There it got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback making checks. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Tommy, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Gonna look downfield again. That's field in. It's Casey. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Now on the move. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under 5. step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he does. Find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it up to 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20th and 19.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's open on the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Arkansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure.
That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Turnover.
offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Takes it from the gun on third down. Now adjusting. Release to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Riddick. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Going right to work up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
The give to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the right. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Auburn going to work with another first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Charcoal! Charcoal! Ready!
Wants to go up top on first down. Complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. He'll set up to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He might want another play. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
starts a drive trying to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the move, he fires. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Across the 45. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Conrad. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Griffin. Turning it on. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air, and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it for a big play. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money. But this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The play action fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. And that one will give them the lead.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. You did a really good job of securing that, keeping the chains moving.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Grabs it in the middle. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Throwing right. It's complete. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
What a great deep pass down the sideline. The receiver makes a really good catch. Almost gets in the end zone, but still set up for a good position to score a touchdown in these next couple plays.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pulls it in, and they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Hand off to the single back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Casey. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. He was really bothered by those two picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn! How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
you just think about those guys having those kind of days, as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started, to come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
To the air on first down. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Trojans!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Get set, get set.
Motion from the back. To throw, it's Potts. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. He got it. Touchdown, Trojans. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
They'll go to the air. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're